Okay, so good day class. So ang i-discuss natin ngayon ay uh, solid mensuration. So asynchronous class muna tayo, no? Okay. So etong solid mensuration ay para lang naman siyang geometry. Ano po? So ganun lang po siya. So mas marami lang formula. So ano ba yung solid mensuration? It is also known as solid geometry, and it is the study of various solids and measure of its volume, area, height, length, and many more. Ang kanilang mga properties and characteristics. Mga properties and characteristics nitong mga shapes na to. So, meron din tayong plane geometry. So, a large part of solid mensuration has to do with the computation of surface areas and the volumes of solid. And in this connection, it is necessary to pass a plane through a solid to form a plane section. So, and then we need to find its area of the section and multiply by its length. So, ganun naman pagka-geometry, no? So, we have a plane figure, and then we have a 2D object, tapos multiply lang natin sa height niya or din sa length. Edi meron na tayong yung 3D object. Ano po? So, umpisa natin to sa points, lines, and planes. No? A point has no dimension, it has no length, no width, and no thickness. So, it only shows the exact location of an object in a space. So, line has only length. It has no width or thickness. And since line lang siya, it is only only as one dimension. So, yung plane naman, it has no thickness. It contains an infinite number of points and lines in that plane, and it extends indefinitely in all direction. So, ganoon naman ang ating plane. So, plane, meron siyang area. And space, set of all points, pag sinabi nating space. So, points, lines, and planes can intersect. No? So, we have here, in the first figure, we have the intersection of line, or intersection of lines. We have in the middle figure, we have the intersection of a line and a plane. And in the last figure, we have the intersection of two planes. Oh. As you can see, the intersection between lines is a point, and also the intersection of a line and a plane is also a point, while the intersection of a plane is a line. So, meron din tayong pairs of lines. So, yung parallel lines, as we discussed in the analytic geometry, these are lines that do not intersect. And they have the same slope. So, pag intersecting line naman, they met at a common point, collinear, when they lie on the same line. So, collinear yon. They lie on the same line. We have coplanar, so they line on the same plane. So, kahit anong man direction nila, kahit anong slope nila, as long as they line on the same plane, for example, we have a positive slope and a negative slope lying on an XY axis. So, they are coplanar. And 3 or more distinct lines that passes through a common point are said to be concurrent. When 3 or more lines intersect at a common point, ang tawag nga natin nun is concurrent. So we also have polygon. A polygon is a plain closed figure whose sides are line segments and are non-collinear, and each intersect exactly two other line segments of their endpoints. So umpisa natin yung mga magiging computation natin sa triangle. So we have a formula of triangle. given its base and altitude, we can compute its area by multiplying the base by the altitude or the height over 2. So using Heron's formula naman, when we have an Escalene triangle, we can compute its area by first finding the semi-perimeter, which is 1/2 of the perimeter, and then using this Heron's formula, square root of S times S minus 1 times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. So, yan yung area niya. Meron din tayo area of equilateral triangle given all sides. So, we just need the length of its sides, square it and multiply it by square root of 3 over 4. Kapag ka naman given yung two sides and an included angle, so we can use this formula, either of the three, depending upon the combination. For example, we have the given angle is this angle, is B. So we need to use this formula since two sides and it's including angle. So that's how we use this formula. So let's try this problem. No? In triangle DLS, the measure of angle D is 30. Or let's say we have a triangle DLS. D, L, and S. So the measure of angle D is 30 degrees. So DL is 8 and DS is 11. So find the altitude to DS. So the altitude to DS. So here's the altitude to DS and the area of the triangle DLS. So we can find the altitude to DS. So H is equal to, so by using trigonometric function, we have the opposite side, we have the angle, we have the hypotenuse. So that's sine 30 degrees is equal to, yung opposite side natin, sabihin natin H, yung ating DS, or pwede natin gawin DS. Ito, over 8. Therefore, DS is equal to 4 cm. Next, area. So we can use either of the two formula, no? So pwede natin gamitin to or pwede natin gamitin tong formula na to. O ang gamitin ko na lang is given naman yung height. So A is equal to 1/2 base times height. So 1/2, ang base natin is 11, ang height natin is 4. Therefore, ang area natin is 22 cm squared. Okay? Next naman, the altitude of an equilateral triangle is 12 cm. So equilateral triangle, the altitude is 12 cm. Find the length of the side and the area of the triangle. So knowing that this is an equilateral triangle, therefore, its angle is 60 degrees. No? Lahat ng angle niya is 60 degrees. So we can find its altitude by using trigonometric function. So we have the hypotenuse. So we're looking for the side, which is the hypotenuse. And we have the altitude, which is 12. So sine 60 degrees is equal to 12 over A. Therefore, A is equal to 8 square root of 3 cm. So ayan muna natin nakaganyan. Since we're going to use it for finding the area, no? So the area of the triangle, since this is an equilateral triangle, so we need to use square root of 3 over 4, and then we have the value of A, which is 8 square root of 3 squared. Therefore, the area is 48 square root of 3 cm squared. Or, mas maganda na, So dito, kunin natin yung decimal niya, no? 43876 cm squared. Okay, next. So find the area of the triangular lot with sides 30, 27, and 42. So given that its sides ay walang magkatulad, so this is an Escalene triangle. And having an Escalene triangle, we need to find its area. First, we need to find its semi-perimeter, which is the half of the sum of its sides, which is equal to 49.5. And then we just need to plug it in this formula, the Heron's formula. So 49.5 times 49.5 minus 30 times 49.5 minus 27 times 49.5 minus 42. So therefore, ang ating area dyan, pag kinumpit natin is 403.5913001 meters squared. So ganun lang. Okay? So first, identify muna kung anong type ng triangle. Pili ka ng formula ng gagamitin. Use trigonometric function if necessary. So after triangle, so we have quadrilaterals. So ano ba yung mga type ng quadrilaterals natin? So we have a parallelogram. It is a quadrilateral with two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel to each other. And under parallelogram, may mga anak yan. So una yung rectangle, a parallelogram with four right angles and a congruent diagonals. So a rectangle, again, we have four right angles, yan, and their diagonals are congruent. Magkakapareho. Pagka naman rhombus, parallelogram with four congruent side, okay, congruent side to, and then its diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So perpendicular sila, pero it doesn't mean that they are equal. No, hindi equal ang diagonals ng rhombus. Lastly, we have the square, a rectangular with four congruent sides and perpendicular, yung mga sides ngayon, and their diagonals are equal. Ano po? So, meron din tayong trapezoid or quadrilateral with only one pair of opposite sides parallel. So, alin ba yung opposite sides at parallel? Di ito. Itong B sub 1 and B sub 2 natin. They are parallel. Lastly, we have a trapezium. It is a general quadrilateral. It has no opposite sides parallel. So, ito yung mga formula natin na gagamitin to determine the area and the perimeter of a trapezoid. So, trapezoid siya. Pero this is not a regular trapezoid, no? So, as you can see, mas mahaba si C kaysa kay A. Kapag ka naman isosceles ang trapezoid na to, meaning yung mga legs niya are equal, so ito yung mga gagamitin nating formula to determine its area, the perimeter, the legs, and lastly, the diagonal. Yan yung mga formulas na gagamitin natin. For parallelogram, ito yung gagamitin nating area. So, base times height din siya. Pero ito yung height natin, no? Yan. Hindi itong A. Iba yan. Or we can also compute the area of the parallelogram using its diagonal. So D1 is the longer side or longer diagonal rather, while D sub 2 is the shorter diagonal. And we need to find sin theta. So sin theta ay ito yan. Or pwede rin ito yan. Now let's say this is 110. Ang kapartner niya dito, since there are supplementary, so 70. Pag kinuha natin ang sin 110, 0.9396 yon. Pag kinuha naman natin ang sin 70, 0.9396 din. So, equal lang yung sin 70 tsaka sin 110. Kaya, maalin dyan yung gamitin natin na theta. So, for the perimeter, edi 2a plus 2b. 2a plus 2b or 2a plus b. For the diagonal, length of the longer diagonal, so ito yung formula natin. So, ang pinagkaiba lang naman nila, ito plus, ito minus. Kasi shorter to, ito naman longer diagonal. For the rectangle, 1/2 BH din siya. Pero ito na nga yung h natin, yung side. Unlike dito, hindi equal tong side na to kaysa dun sa height na yon. So, yung perimeter natin is 2 beta plus h. Or pwede rin naman length times width kung dun tayo sanay. Sa area. Sa perimeter, 2L plus 2W. So, no problem yon. And yung diagonal can be computed using Pythagorean theorem. For the square, its area can be computed as S squared. Pwede rin namang 1/2 D squared where D is the diagonal. Its perimeter is 4S and yung diagonal can be also computed by Pythagorean theorem or since congruent to, na-minimize yung or na-simplify yung Pythagorean theorem into S square root of 2. For the rhombus naman, we can compute its area by finding its diagonals divided by 2. Yung perimeter 4S din siya since same naman yung sides niya. While yung height is equal to A over S is equal to since A, ito, may 2S pa yan. Yan. Ito yung masama. Since itong A ay pinalitan lang naman ito. So, try natin mag-solve. So, isosceles trapezoid. So, isosceles trapezoid daw. BC80. So, ganyan magpangalan, no? Or kung gusto natin, pwede naman dito. Depende kasi din sa problem yung pagpapangalan natin. Pero, karaniwan, clockwise tayo magpangalan. So, has bases 12 and 20. So, ito yung 12. Para hindi matakloban. So, BC80. So, this is 12, this is 20. So, what is the area of the trapezoid? So, yung area, kailangan natin, since sa isosceles to, 1/2 B1 plus B2 times height. Kaya lang wala pa tayong height. So, paano natin makakompute yung height? So, sa problem, given yung BT is equal to CA is equal to 5. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay mga legs. Yan. And, pwede natin makompute itong height by i-isolate natin. So, 5 yan. Ito yung height. Tapos, ito ay 12, 20. So, ibig sabihin, ang difference nila ay 8. Kung 8 ang difference nila, meron dito, hanggang dito yung 12, hanggang dito yung 12. So, may tig 4 dyan. So, this is 4. So, using Pythagorean theorem, h is equal to the square root of 5 squared minus 4 squared. H is equal to, so, ilan kaya? So, we have 3. Ano po? 3 squared plus 4 squared, ayan, 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So, h is equal to 3. So, yung area natin is 1/2. Pwedeng unahin natin ang base. 12 plus 20 times 3. So, sasagot natin dyan is 48. So, anong unit? So, walang sinabing unit. Ilalagay natin square units. No, huwag kakalimutan to. Pagka wala tong square units, may minus kayo. So, next naman, the diagonal measure of a television screen is 24 inch. So, 24 inch daw tong diagonal. If the screen is a square, ayan, what is the length of the side? So, yung length of the side, so tingnan natin ulit kung anong formula para sa square. So, D is equal to S square root of 2. Yan. So, pwede natin gamitin yon. So, D is equal to S square root of 2. So, hinanap natin yung S is equal to diagonal over square root of 2 is equal to 24 over square root of 2. So, pagka ganyan, kailangan ayusin natin yung answer, no? So, pagka radical, itong sagot, pero mas maganda, naka decimal. So, 16.97056.275 So, unit niyan is inches. So, next, how many feet of play stream is needed to make borders of 2 rectangular tablecloths, each with width 4 feet and 6 feet. So, ang kailangan natin dito naman is, since border yung hinahanap, and kung yung border yung hinahanap ng 4 by 6, kailangan, at dalawa yun, dalawang 4 by 6, edi ang kailangan natin dyan is yung perimeter. So, kunin muna natin yung perimeter ng isa. So, 2L plus 2W, so equals to sa 2 times 6 plus 2 times, baligtad pala, 2 times 4 times 2 times 6. Yan. So, perimeter natin dyan is ilan? 20. So, we have 20. Ba't 8 ang sinulat ko? 20 feet. And, kung kukunin natin yung total, edi, multiply lang natin sa 2 kasi dalawang tablecloth yun. So, we have a total of 40 feet. Okay. So, 40 feet. Next, a certain city block is in the form of parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram daw yung city block. 2 of its sides are 421 feet and 2 of the other sides is 227. So, ilagay na natin yung 421 dito, dito yung 227. If the distance between 2 pairs of side is 126, so, ito yung 126 dyan. Yan. So, this is 126. Find the area of the length in the block and the length of the diagonals. Kasi imposible naman itong 126 kasi mas mahaba dito sa side na to. So, find the area muna. Oh. So, sa area is equal to base times height. So, ang base natin is 421. Ang height natin is 126. Therefore, ang area natin is 53,046 feet squared. So, hindi ko na sinusulat yung unit sa computation, pero wag natin kakalimutan sa final answer. So, next naman, kung pinapakuha sa atin yung length ng diagonals, so d sub 1, d sub 2, so, ang gagamitan lang natin formula dyan, edi d sub 1 is equal to, so, yung sides niya, 227 squared plus 421 squared. So, ito muna, longer diagonal muna kunin natin. Ano? Square root siya ng 227 squared minus. So, tingnan natin ang formula. Saan natin siya ima-minus? Minus h. So, ayan. Okay. So, minus h. Ang h natin ay yung height, which is 126. 126 squared. So, pag pinag-compute natin yan, ang makuha nating diagonal is 622.700,937 feet. Sa isa naman, halos same lang naman yung formula. So, 227 squared plus 421 squared minus naman siya. 2 times 421 square root ng 227 squared minus 126 squared. So, pag kinumpute natin yan, ang makuha naman nating length ng shorter diagonal is 264.1657492 feet. So, ganyan lang kumuha ng diagonal. So, baguhin ko lang to. Medyo monte eh. Yan. So, next problem. So, given a parallelogram whose diagonals are 10 and 12 and whose angles opposite of the base ay 115, determine its area. So, yan. So, diagonals daw ay 10 tsaka 22. Sorry pala, 10, 22 tsaka 115 daw to. So, kunin daw natin ang area. So, ang area is equal to 1/2 B, hindi pala B, hindi pala. D1 D2 sine theta. So area is equal to 1/2 10 times 22 sine 115. So area is equal to 54.37846722. So ano ulit unit nito since walang sinabi? Square units. Yan. Okay.